You at for a Beltrami County man will spend 6.5 years in prison after being convicted of third-degree murder and a result of a woman's drug-related death last year. On May 18th, 2023, Bemidji police responded to a call for an unresponsive woman as a possible victim of a drug overdose. The woman was taken to the hospital where she died the following day. Authorities say that the cause of death was a fentanyl overdose. During the investigation, law enforcement learned that Jeffrey Needham had been selling fentanyl in the Bemidji area. Needham entered a guilty plea and admitted in open court that he gave fentanyl to the victim. He was sentenced to 78 months in prison.